Well, first of all, I had to pull out. You got to pull out these pins. There's some. I think they're called cotter pins. Where is it? These things right here that go right into the shaft. So pull those out. There's one in the back and there's one in the front, and make sure you've got new ones to replace them once you put them back in. I used the breaker bar for both sides. So like I said, when it's on the ground, you break them loose. The front one, it broke loose, and I didn't have to hold the other side. But when I did the rear, I noticed the other side was moving. So I just grabbed a ratchet and just held it, so it stopped moving. So everything's loose right now. The other thing was I cracked this is the rear caliper. I cracked both the these are Allen head screws. There's two of those, one here and then one right up here. I cracked both of those while it was on the ground as well. And for the front, it's actually these two. I believe they're 12 millimeter, but it's these two right here. So now that I have it on the center stand, I'm going to start by removing the rear wheel. Alright, so like I said, the two caliper bolts are already, they've already been detorqued, if you will. So I'm just going to spin these off. Oop, there we go. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll zip it right to the peg here. Pulling on hoses or anything like that. There we go. Alright. This rear one is a 24 millimeter, and again, I've removed the cotter pin, so don't forget about that. Okay, so the other side's not spinning. The other side's a 17 millimeter. So I'm going to remove the chain guard. I don't know if it's necessary, but it's only two 10 millimeter bolts, so kind of looks like it would be in the way. There we go. I'm just grabbing this, pulling this right out. There we go. Okay. Alright, now just remember these are gonna, remember which way these go. And then that's just gonna fall to the ground. And this thing should slide right out as well. Remember which one goes on which side. Alright, I'm going to just roll it back. There's going to be spacers on each side. Now you want to remember which, how they go, which way they go, and which side goes on which side. Alright, so once you get your wheel out and you pulled both spacers off each side, your sprocket's just going to come right out, just like this. And then there's a bunch of little rubber things in here, and I'd say just leave these in. I don't think they're going to go anywhere. There's the rear. Don't forget that washer right there. Do like we did on the other side, and just pound that right up. On this side. Woo! So don't forget about your caliper. Don't forget about the speedometer cable. That just drops down. There we go. Alright. And again, the spacer inside the speedo cable, it looks like. But there is a spacer on this side that goes in with a lip facing out. So leave that out. And the other side is just your, it's just a seal. And you can leave the rotor on. So just jack it up like this so you're not putting stress on that middle fairing. Just so it rests right on here, and you're fine. At least one side is turning like that. That's good.